Yesterday, I published this sentence that basically ChatGPT code interpreter is a game changer, but also a startup killer. And I want to show you how to use ChatGPT code interpreter, how we can extract data from datasets. I thought about something that I can export in a CSV file. What I will do is I will export a list from our HubSpot account. And basically, I will say that I want all the properties that HubSpot has. And there is a lot of different parameters hold for any of the contacts. Let's click on next, and then I want the file to be CSV in English, and I will export that. So the export file is processing. Let's keep going and see what happened after we get our file back. Okay, so I get the CSV file. It's just downloaded here. And now what I need to make sure that the chat interpreter is enabled. Click on the three dots, settings, and then go to beta feature. And then you have here code interpreter and make sure that toggle is on. Now what we need to do is go to GPT-4 and choose code interpreter from this drop down menu, and we'll have this little icon, plus icon, to upload a file. Now what I want to do is go to my downloads and choose the CSV file. Let's open that. And now I basically can ask question about this CSV. What is the data about? I click enter and then it will work. You can see what he do, also try to understand what he have in this data. I know what the columns are and what these data need to represent, but now I can ask question about the data I have. Provide me with insights. Let's see what he will come up with. I think that what he basically do is building a mini app behind the scenes and try to understand what happened. He's talking about like the missing values. There is a lot of missing values, and he's right. And he tell us how much rows there. So he definitely provide us more feedback about the data itself and not insight from the data. So we need to work on that and provide him with really specific prompt in order to do that. But I want to show you something very cool. Visualized the data. I hope that it will make it better. So he has too much information in order to create a visualization for the data. So we ask for what we wanted. He created heat map of missing values in the dataset. So you can see, I think in the yellow, the missing ones. Send it over. There is a problem here. So you can see the sales activity, the number time connected. You can see how much in progress, connected, open deal. I really like how they know how to take the data and provide visualization. And as I mentioned, I think that this tool has a lot of power. I think that I saw startups that work quarters in order to provide reports, and here you can take a raw data and provide you with basically the information you need and visualize that. It's a huge game changer. And we also kind of experiment with providing this code interpreter JSON files, and it really understand what are the keys and what are the values, even if it's really messy JSON file. I really look ahead to see when they will open that as an API, because I think that the possibilities here are really huge to disrupt a lot of the current work of creating graph, getting data from data, asking questions, working with data, and even getting back kind of API for the visualization in order to create much more component rich experience. This was a little bit of how to use the code interpreter of ChatGPT, the new one that came up from nowhere basically 3-4 days ago. Let us know what you will do with this cool feature